Hey, this hangout is live. Hey guys, thanks for hopping on. Appreciate it. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to hop on. Appreciate that. As you can see by the name of my my webinar I'm doing tonight, how a 50-year-old, I'm 52 now, but when this first happened, I was 50 years old, lost 40 pounds, and we were able to save our home and eliminate our credit card debt. I'll be drinking water for this whole thing. But I'm going to keep it pretty tight. I'm going to keep it to 30 minutes. Little tunes playing on while I open this up and wait for a couple more people to hop on. Appreciate everybody hopping on. This is obviously going to turn into a recording. So those of you who are watching the recording of this, I appreciate you taking your time out of your day. This is primarily, my goal of this was to speak to golf pros. Let's go a little lower and we'll bring that down to no sound, no music. All right, so again, my goal was, so who am I? My name is Scott Morgan. I am a PJ golf professional. I'm a general manager at the local 9-hole facility and driving range down here in Southern California. Oh, look at that light. Trying to get some right light in here. And what did I do? So, I lost 40 pounds doing a program that I'm going to share and talk to you about. And then that led to just greater, bigger, and unbelievable things that allowed my wife and I and our family to eliminate our credit card debt. And often when I tell my story at live events, I talk about that my wife, Jennifer, the love of my life and my best friend, is a CFO of our family. And when this all started happening, she really saw the potential and then taught me the potential of what's happening, that wow, this is something that can really be viable and really help our family financially on many levels. So that's what that's where we're evolved to after a couple of years, which was pretty cool. So, but part of me, part of this webinar I wanted to share with you and chat with you about is our profession. So I'm speaking specifically to golf professionals, guys, gals, golf professionals, whether you're a PGA member or not, if you're into the profession of golf instruction. I wanted to share with you what I've done to basically prepare myself for the worst, right? A post that I did just the other day was, I just found out about a fourth golf professional, head professional at a really nice club, and a really stand-up guy, like a really good guy, and out of the blue was let go. So that really triggered me to really spread my message and my word of what I've done to prepare for that day of having I call it a plan B, right? So I wanted a plan B in case something happened. And now, I'm in a position, in my position, where the future is not stable. It's unstable, and we're not really sure what's going to be happening in the next 12 to 14 months. That's a whole nother story. But it's inspired me to want to be prepared, right? To not get that call or be called into a meeting, all of a sudden, whoosh, job is over, and I have nothing. I'm just then scrambling. So I want to share with you what I've done and the problems that I had, and then the solutions that I found to get things right and on course for me, physically and financially with my family and I. So, the problem was in the beginning was that I was sluggish, I was tired, I had no energy, I knew I was out of shape, I knew I was carrying way too much extra weight. I knew that, but I wasn't sure what to do about it. So from there, the story evolved to going to simply visit a friend's house who was doing a tasting at her house for a meal replacement shake. So the type of person I am, where I want to support people. I knew that she was starting a home business, and I wanted to simply support her. So I went there, tried it. Fast forward, samples, tried it for a month. After 3 weeks, I lost 16 pounds just by replacing breakfast. So then obviously I was hooked, right? I was really, really enjoying it. It was chocolate flavored. I was having it for breakfast every day with a little bit of banana, a little bit of organic peanut butter or almond butter. ice and water, and that was it. And it was really tasty. And just within that 3 or 4 weeks, like my energy had increased, and I wasn't falling asleep at my desk anymore at 2 or 3 o'clock after that witching hour right in the afternoon, where I was falling asleep. It wasn't happening anymore. I really felt energized having my shake at breakfast. So that was a problem that was solved for me, basically just from replacing one meal a day with this nutrient-dense shake that I'll be sharing with you about. This isn't, I want to be clear on what this little hangout is that I'm doing, is that I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to pitch you on the product. Sure, I'm going to share what I did in the specific company and how I did this. But my main goal here is to see if you have similar problems that I had, and if I can be a solution to those problems, like somebody was to me. So fast forward 16 pounds later, I was then like motivated. I was inspired to want to go a little deeper into it. So then I broke out a program. I broke out a home workout program. And I said, I'm going to give it a try. I've owned it for a couple of years. Never really focused on it. Excuse me, I'm going to take my big old 5-pound watch off. But now I broke it out, right? Broke out the DVDs, and I said, I'm going to give it a go for real this time. So I did it, and 110 days later, I was 40 pounds down, and at the time I was 40, approaching 50, and couldn't believe how I felt, to the point where people were like, hey, are you sick? Is there something wrong? Is something going on? What's happening? I said, no, I'm just drinking this crazy shake. I replaced my breakfast every day. I started doing that home program, and the rest is history. And what I quickly realized is that many people were asking me what I had done. So that's where things changed. Now, another problem I had, that our family had financially, is that bills were escalating. The monthly nut that we have to make every single month, they were there, and they were, there was a mortgage. There was just constant, the cost of living increases incrementally each year, and that was always hanging over our head, and we needed to figure out something. So once I got a grasp of what this whole thing was and how I can suggest it or recommend these products to someone else that could create some income for me and my family. So I started doing that real small. Like I reached out to my brother, the uncle of my children, who would end up losing 60 to 65 pounds just from replacing lunch every day. And I tell this story often, and when that happened, that's when it was like game over. I was like, I can't, if that happened for me and the uncle of my children, I need to share this with more people. So I started messaging people. I started telling people more and more about it. When they'd see me at work and they'd be asking me about what did I do, I really started saying, you know what, you need to try it. I said, you need to try this. One, you need to try it because I think you're gonna feel amazing. This is what it did for me. And then the beauty of it is that you can try it for a month, use up a whole bag, 30 serving bag. And if it simply doesn't work for you and you don't like it, we send it back and you get a full refund. So there's like no risk there. I mean, sure, you got to lay out, make the purchase and try it for 30 days. And if it doesn't work, you send it back and get your money back. So there's really no, that's why I keep telling people, is that just try it. Just give it a try. Doesn't work, I help you send it back. So then I started sharing with more and more people. So what started happening is that each week we started seeing this little residual check start to come in to our bank account electronically once a week from the company, goes right into our checking account. And that slowly started building up. And then the CFO, my lovely wife, Jennifer, she then said, you know what, we'd made it a little bit extra where it just took care of the phone bill. Fast forward a couple more months, you know what? This little part-time thing you got going on and all this sweating and all this, sharing this, we just knocked out this one bill. And now fast forward to one of the company events, the annual company events, the CFO of our family gets recognized on stage for the Financial Fitness Award. And what does that mean? That means that the income that we made from our little part-time home business that's based on health and fitness and encouraging others and supporting others, we eliminated our credit card debt. Eliminated it completely from this little part-time home business thing of attempting to help other people, encouraging others, and promoting a product that we really, really believed heavily in. And then it just started going bigger and bigger for me. So what that did was, in that allowed us to, because we were coming at a point where the bills, if this is the problem that you're currently having, I want you to listen deeply into this, is that if your bills don't go away, right? We either make more income to take care of those bills, or we do something to those bills to make them come down. We started chipping away at it. And then when the credit card debt was completely wiped out, that really showed us that we can then start applying some of the money towards our home mortgage, because we were absolutely reaching a point where we had credit card debt, we had our home mortgage. Like, wow, can we really afford to stay in this beautiful home that you can see behind me? That's our great room. I'm sitting here at the bar in the kitchen, and we absolutely love our home. We built it from scratch. We had a designer, and we built it from scratch. We didn't want to lose it. We didn't want to have to sell it, but we were coming close to that point of having to sell it. So that's, now we quickly tie into what the name of my broadcast and my hangout today is, how a 50-year-old lost 40 pounds and how he saved his home. So then this, again, the CFO, Jennifer, wins the Financial Fitness Award. So two problems were solved for me. One was my fitness, my health, my energy it just sucked. It was awful. And then finances, and we needed to figure out something. So now fast forward again, and me finding out about these other golf pros, locally golf pros. I know there's golf pros that lose jobs all across the country. In fact, a couple years ago, when so many PGA pros were let go by Dick's Sporting Goods store, just all one day, 400 of them or so were just walked in their pink slips, were waiting for them. Just let go like that. And I couldn't believe it. I felt so bad for my fellow golf pros about being just let go one day. And then what did they have? Did they have any backup, any plan B for something like that to happen? And this is what's culminated to today, and me sharing this with you. And if you are a golf pro, I'm a golf pro, right? So I'm trying to connect deeply with golf pros to see what you're doing to have a plan B. But secondly is how great this is of what I've done and how I've paralleled what I currently do as a golf pro with the fitness and nutrition that I now do part-time from home, and how I've combined the two, and how they make total sense to be doing both in conjunction with one another. So all the golf pros, all the employees that lose their job, and having a plan B. So not only is it, I'm looking to connect with golf pros like myself, but there's several professions that we do. I heard a story of a woman who was working for a well-known sneaker company. Just a little sidebar story. Working for a well-known marketing department for a well-known sneaker company for well over 12 years, thinking her job was completely secure, right? Did an amazing job, had a team of 10 to 15 people. New president gets voted in, or whatever it is, and a chairman of the board of this well-known company wanted to clean house. 12 to 15 people, all in one swoop, lost their jobs. Just like that. And that hit me, and I'm like, oh my God, I just can't believe how many people out there won't have a plan B to be ready for something like that. They just go right back to getting their resume out and where can I find another job? So my message today is about having a plan B, and now to let you know exactly what that is yes. I mean, that there's no cat in the bag here. The company's name is Beachbody, and it is a network marketing company. Now, before you stop watching and you get all freaked out about network marketing, because I know many of you have golf pros specifically, you know about network marketing. Now, unfortunately, the industry of network marketing has gotten an unbelievably bad rap, which just sucks. It flat out sucks. But what I want to share with you is about Beachbody and this company as a network marketing company and how they're very, very different from many of the network marketing companies that are out there. So I know right away you're probably thinking, oh, it's one of those, one of those. So this is what I do as a golf pro, right? So, and I know most of you, we have students. We have a client base of students that we teach, right? And whatever, however many students that is, and we want them to be healthy. Why would we want our students to be healthy? Because they're going to keep coming back for lessons. If they're injured, they can't be taken. They can't even be swinging the golf club, so they can't come back for lessons. So my message here is about, as you as a golf pro, as me as a golf pro, I saw this as an opportunity to add value to what I bring to my students. Besides the non-golfers and the over 1,000 people, over 1,000 people that I help that are non-golfers, but your client base right now needs fitness and good health in order to play this unbelievable great game that we play into their later years of 70, 80, 90 years old. They're not going to be able to do that if they have no physical condition. Now, I know some of you right away are saying, well, I've got my friend. I just recommend him to a friend who's a trainer, or he's a TPI certified, or whatever it might be. I don't want to go down a whole road of TPI certified, but I will go down a road of saying that as a coach, so I decided to become a coach, right? First it was for the discount, because I love the shake. I wanted a discount. And then I started sharing with more people, and it started increasing the revenue to our income to our family. But then students started losing weight, and they really liked two. One, they liked how they felt that they've lost weight. And two, they really enjoyed, they like you, they like us. As their golf pro, they really enjoy spending time with us. So if you share with them that you have a program that works for their fitness level, that's going to help their golf game and maybe lose a little bit of weight along the way, maybe increase a little bit of their energy, and they're purchasing it from you, they like that. They enjoyed that they were getting a benefit and value from the products, but they also liked that they were supporting me, that they were supporting my business, right? So we as a golf pro, it's a business, right? We're trying to promote ourselves, and we're trying to convince people to take lessons from us, and they pay for them, and we provide a service. Now, my goal as a teacher as golf pros is to increase your value of what you bring to your client base, and that's it. Now, I am not let me make it clear that I'm not a nutrition expert. I'm not a therapist or a fitness trainer expert. But what I am is I'm super passionate about helping someone choose a correct program. Now, in the Beachbody library of workout programs, we have a huge array of programs. Like, for instance, today I did P90X2, which is a program that's for a more skilled athlete, a more seasoned athlete. But another program that I've promoted to a golfer is PIYO, P-I-Y-O. That's a Pilates and yoga program. So what do I do as a coach now is I train other coaches to learn about the programs and understand that when you're reaching out to help somebody, your students, you find out where they are in their health and fitness, how much ability do they have. And then I also ask them, what are they into? Are you into yoga and Pilates, or are you into weight training and actually lifting weights and just doing some simple stretching? Are you into more bodybuilding? Because we have an entire, again, library of programs that will fit in and match up with what they like to do. So that's the instruction. That's a training that new coaches that I develop, is I get them to try and understand the different programs. So when they approach someone about what we market, the programs we market, is that we try and line them up with something that matches their current fitness level, bringing value to them, and then they purchase that program from us. And now there's a deeper connection. So I want you to, as your golf pro, I want you to imagine that you have a student, they're overweight, they're working on their golf game, and they have 20 to 30 pounds to lose. Do you send them to the gym and to a trainer where they spend $300 to $500 a month? I don't know what that is for a trainer or for a nutritionist. Or do you learn a little bit about the resources that we have as a Beachbody coach, and that we can direct them in the right, point them in the right direction for the information they need? We have the trainers that we have in our programs are top trainers in the industry, and the nutrition programs are some of the top nutrition programs that can be purchased online. So I point them in the right direction. I get the resources in front of them, and then I hold them accountable. So now for me as a golf pro, I've also combined that if they commit to a home fitness program and a nutrition plan, and they're really trying to take care of themselves, I'm going to give them a discount on their golf lessons. Why would I do that? Because they're basically taking care of themselves, and they're showing up as a more fitter, more nutrient-filled, more energy-filled student of the game. So they're going to be more flexible. They'll have more strength. Their balance will be better. Their energy will be better. That just makes a better golfer in what's happened for me and my students. So besides the ones who actually lost 30, 40 pounds and were like so grateful that I had this to be able to share with them and point them in a direction of taking care of themselves with that. So what the bottom line is that you're a golf pro, you provide a service, a great service to teach us this amazing game that we love. But now I'm here to help you to add this vehicle, add this, what I call it the other night, add this to your arsenal of value that you provide to people. And for me, it makes total sense to be able to combine these two. Now, here's the other side of that. The third point of that is you as the golf pro. So worst case, what if you decided to do a program that I help you combine with? I help match you up to a program that might fit the type of workouts that you like to do, or that lines up with the goals that you're trying to achieve. I help you dial in with that. And let's say for 30 days, you try that program out. Let's say you try our meal replacement shakeout for 30 days, and you just try it out before you even say it to anybody. It could be a total covert operation, right? That you and I are working together. We're seeing how you like the programs. You're getting some idea of what the company is about and what our mission statement is and what the resources are for your students and for you. And we work together for 20 to 30 days. And we see what you think about the product. See what kind of results that you personally have. And then after 30 days, we either hit the ground running, or best, like I said earlier, I help you get your money back. Like if you consume 30 meals, it's going to cover 30 of your meals for the first month. You're going to have a workout program, or maybe you want to do the option of 90 days of Beachbody on demand. That's the direction of where we're going, is that 90% of the workout programs we offer, you can access on demand from any device, from a computer, from your phone, from iPad, from any hotel, anywhere where you can get service. So that's one option, right? That would be one option of a solution for us, is to just try that out, just to try out the product and to get an idea what that is, to see if you could you add value to your students on what they do. Now, I get it. I know some students totally get it, and they're doing yoga and they're taking care of themselves, which is great. Continue to promote that. But I ask them, how's your nutrition? Is your nutrition dialed in? Is it really sharp? Well, then tell you what, this is something I promote. I promote a really good, super dense shake, meal replacement shake called Shakeology. And I absolutely love it. I'm coming up on my 6th year. I have it for breakfast every morning. Sorry, I know I get talking really fast, and I got to keep drinking the water. So I'm coming down to, I wanted to keep this very sharp to 30 minutes. I had a ton of notes written down, but I wanted to just talk to you from the heart and tell you exactly what's happened for me and what I do to promote these programs. Now, again, it is network marketing, but I need you to, if you have any thought of suspicion or curiosity of what I'm doing, I need to tell you that Beachbody is a real deal. Like, the products that we're promoting is changing people's lives from the inside out. And again, as a golf pro, it's been really cool to connect with people that are playing golf, that are now doing programs that I promote, and I make that little bit of financial benefit from that. How cool is that? I think it's just a win-win-win situation for a golf pro, not to mention doctors or trainers or whatever the case may be, nurses, school teachers. The list goes on and on of professions that I think people should be combining being a Beachbody coach with the profession they currently do, because you simply bring more value to the people that are in your life because of these programs that simply work. They work for thousands of people. I'll throw a statistic out there that 40 to 50,000 people a week, 40 to 50,000 people a week order our programs from the infomercials that I'm sure you're familiar with on TV, P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix. All those programs are our programs, right? So those are programs that we promote on the TV, and they create 40 to 50,000 customers a week. And those customers, this is where it is a complete game changer of any other company, network marketing company. Those customers are given to qualified coaches. Yes, they're small little, if you want to connect with me, that'll be my talk at the end here of how we're going to connect. But there are ways to qualify. Like for instance, I just qualified last month to get free customers for the month of July. I'm going to get anywhere from 8 to 10 free customers from those thousands of customers that Beachbody goes and gets for me as a qualified coach, and I get free customers every single month. Those are the thousands of customers that I've explained earlier in my 5 or 6 years that I now have that were given to me. So that's where it's a complete game changer. Like what's important to understand is that they're free, and that the things that you need to do to qualify them is very, very minimal. But I'll get deeper into that as you and I meet. So as I close this out, I hope I covered most of the points of basically my story, what my problem was, what I think the solution is, and for you to have a plan B. So if you don't have a plan B, I think it's very, very critical. It's important for you to look at the value of what this brings to you as an individual and how you create more value for the people in your life, not only your friends and family, which has been huge for me, and how it's helped my friends and family, but your client base. And I'm sure that your client base as a golf pro, I'm sure that client base, they're probably friends of yours. I know they are mine. If we're students of ours and they're listening to us teach them this amazing game, then they're probably a friend of yours, and they probably want to support you. And they benefit because of what they're buying from you is an investment in their health and fitness and nutrition. It's an investment, right? So anything, when they're paying you for a golf lesson, they're making an investment in you to make their golf game better. Now you bring more value to the table by providing these programs for them that they want to support you. They want to buy it from you. Maybe they don't feel comfortable going to the gym. Maybe they'd rather be doing a program from home like I do and like many of my students do. So to close this out, here's what you would do. The options are to do a program. You and I connect. You drop your email to me, your phone number. There's going to be a short little 2-minute video you can watch that also explains a little bit about Beachbody, very short one. You can put your name and email and your phone number in there, and then we will set up a time. We'll schedule a time of the interviews that I do throughout the week to talk about what I have and if it can help you with where you're at. Second would be to just try a program. You and I can connect. I can help you pick a program that might line up with you, and then you try it for 30 days. And again, if you don't like it, you absolutely hate it, we cancel it, we get your money back. But I'm confident in the number of people that I've helped that once they feel how good they feel from the shake, they've lost a couple pounds, they feel stronger, they feel more energy, they want to hit the ground running and go. And as golf pros specifically, I'm not talking about the customers I'm helping and the thousands of people around Canada and the country, I'm talking about your golf students and how you can provide more value to them. And how cool would it be? Just imagine that your golf student is doing the same program you're doing. Maybe it's Power 90, maybe it's 21 Day Fix. Do you see what happens there? It's a deeper connection between you and your student and your golf student. It makes total sense to me. And I'm hoping that you're watching this and it makes total sense to you that you and your student can banter and talk about, oh, that workout I did this morning, I did this workout, and you're doing the same workout as they're doing, right? What a deeper connection that is. So that's my quick 30-minute story of how I lost 40 pounds, how I saved my house, how we've gotten rid of our credit card debt, and how importantly I think this is for golf pros. Again, this is my golf pro to golf pro message for those of you that are out there. If you're struggling, if you're looking, I know you constantly market and you try and get more students to come to you to take lessons. For me, another side benefit of this that I'll end with is time. Time that we can't gain more time, right? So one thing this has done for me, because I've been able to increase the income and revenue to my family, what's that given me? It's given me time with my family. So instead of me trying to create more and more lessons in my lesson book and just try and fill it up as much as I can, because the more I tried to fill it up, the less I was with my family, right? Sure, I was bringing in more income, but what did that mean? Where was that price? Now I have a home business as a Beachbody coach, and I've created that income from that to replace that, which was time away from my family. I don't want to lose time with my family. We can't save time. I'll save time for that later. No, we can't save time. Okay, there's time is of the essence. That's the most precious thing we have is time, and I don't want to lose any more time. I am going to be 53 in a couple months. I've got 30, 40, 50 more good years in me. Some of you watching this might be 20, 30, 40, 50. We have a lot of years to go on this planet, and there's a lot of people that we can help. So that's my story. I hope that you will connect with some of the links that you'll see below in the description of this video. But one, I really appreciate you watching. Some of you that may watch the replay of this or the recording of this, I really appreciate it. As a golf pro and as a dad, as a 52-year-old, I have found a really good calling in what I'm doing as a Beachbody coach to line up with me being a golf pro. Golf pros are just, we are patients of Job, as I often say, right? With the teachings that we do and the people that we help. You already have a servant's heart, right? You already love helping people. Now you're just increasing the value that you bring to the table. Okay, so that is my webinar. That's my hangout. I hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate you watching. Reach out to me however you can reach out to me through Facebook, Instagram, here in the Google Hangout. Watch the little link that I'm going to put in the description below. And below this video, you will see the Beachbody disclaimer that we don't, Beachbody makes no promises of what, the income statement disclaimer. It's going to be in the bottom of this video. It's important for me to include that because they make no claims or promises of what amount of money you can make with this, but there is no limit. There's simply no limit to what you can do. I'm looking forward to locking arms with you and helping you take this as big as far as you want to go. What if? We'll end it with what if. What if you just do a program for 30, 60 days and I help you lose 20 pounds and you feel amazing? What if that happens? Or what if you reach out to a brother or sister or mom or dad or aunt or uncle or grandfather or grandmother or friend and you say, hey, you need to try this stuff. It's amazing. What if that happens? What if you only help one person and you don't make a dime in this business? Would it be worth it? It was for me. And now I've grown it to unbelievable lengths with the people that I'm helping. And I'm looking forward to possibly helping you. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We will see you next time. I look forward to connecting with you. Peace.